Hey friends and soon-to-be friends. Today I felt like painting, and I do have a history of taking art classes, specifically a lot of acrylic classes, but I've also dabbled in watercolor, so I do have some experience with it. It's just a lot of things for the watercolors have been self-taught, and it can be a little daunting. And I thought it was funny because today's brand I am reviewing is Tobio's watercolor set. And looking at her backstory, it was like reading my own. It was very interesting, and that just lets you know if you have a problem, more than likely many other people do as well. So she goes into details of why she created this brand, because she was trying to, self-teach herself to paint. So then she was looking into all the different brands and arts and crafts and things she would need and materials. And by the time she got all of it, it cost a lot of money, and then she didn't know what to do. And I can't tell you how many times I have gone to the art store and I'm just looking at this list, because you watch tutorials on YouTube and you're like, okay, I need this thing. I need something white. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be getting, and I just buy it all and then it just sits there. So I have a bunch of art supplies in my closet. So this is where she started with the business. She had art supplies in her closet during the pandemic. She was like, how can I make a hobby fun and enjoyable for new beginners and advanced people? And I love that. So I'm very excited for this because she uses watercolors in those pen type things, and that's the only type of watercolor I could never understand. I can do brushes, I can make things like that, but the whole it's from a pen that's already wet and you don't have to have an outside water source. So we shall see. So on this aspect, I am kind of a beginner, but just know I do have a history of watercolors and understanding the blending and how it works, but I am not a pro by any means. So grab those snacks, grab those drinks, and let's check out Tobio's watercolor set. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention, which I don't know, it should be obvious that I would do this. It's February, love is in the air, but it just might be pollution. But it's still, something changes, right? I'm in my cute little, Valentine's Day-esque attire. So we're, of course, trying her Valentine's Day watercolor book. Also because her kit for the Valentine's one came with pastel colors, and already if you have seen this video where this dress is from, you know I love pastels. I think they are just so dang cute. I'm pretty sure in this box though is her regular set, or what comes with a normal Tobio kit, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, so we have the instructions in here. Ooh, okay. I always mean to read this stuff before I go on camera, but then I always forget. That's not in English. Okay, so really, I do both of those? No, I only need this. Okay, not as daunting as I first thought it was going to be. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of instructions to use this. We need to open the palette. Oh, I think this is a blank one. So when I finally start to become creative enough to make my own, I will have that. But I did buy, that was the other thing. When I was already looking at this kit, I was looking for something that already came with doodles in it, because that's my other thing. I don't know what to paint. I need to have an outside source being like, paint this. I'll be like, you got it. That's cute. We got a sweatband. It's gonna get really intense. Ow, it's already intense. It's gonna get really intense in here. You shouldn't paint with white. I'm a little cold, so I'll just roll up my sleeves here. I haven't even done the first step that I wanted me to. I'm getting so distracted. We have our little clip. I think this is what holds the page. Oh, is it magnetic? It is magnetic. I don't know what this piece is, but we'll figure it out. The day is still young. Oh my gosh, is this? That is hilarious. I don't know why everything looks so much bigger to me online. This, I'm pretty sure, is where you put your paints. This is where you mix it. Holy cow, that is travel size. She wasn't kidding. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then we have our regular paints. Oh, is that the kit you were open the palette? This is the palette, but open the palette like now they connect. Oh, okay. Show you guys the colors we do get with this. So her regular colors are going to be these ones here, the classic palette. So yeah, we got our basics right here, right? If I need that, because although the pastel has the cotton glow, it doesn't have anything darker. So usually I'll like use black to make things darker, but I don't know, maybe not. We'll mix things. I just like that I have so many different colors now to choose from. I will also say her About Us page is so cute because she goes into talking about how the brand is actually named after her cat. And I think that's so sweet, like the inspiration, the support she got from her animal like meant so much to her that she's like, yeah, it's gonna be my cat. Reading these colors next to each other is so pretty. I really love colors. Okay, looking at this now, oh. So we got some chocolate candies. Oh, I see. So it has, I was about to say, like, how does it not bleed onto the next one, but it has a page in between? Unless that page in between is like for us to just doodle on. Oh, I love you very much. That is so cute. I might do that one. So let me go through and pick which one I want to do. But these are absolutely adorable and just simple designs, which should be fun. You just kind of like, it's like a coloring book, but for watercolors. And that's what intrigued me, because I actually do not like coloring, but I like painting. Oh, then we have like a breakfast type scene. I do really love breakfast. That's my next runner-up, but I'm looking for something that really screams Valentine's Day. Oh, the little cat. Okay, we got some flowers. This coffee mug. Oh, petals in the shape of a heart. That would be fun. All different types of colors of petals. That almost reminded me of Kiki's like wreath right there. Love grows here. That's another cute one. Oh man. Good thing I'll have time to paint all this. And I was gonna say, if this is easy enough to do, I was gonna buy my grandma one and then we would just like paint together. To my favorite person. Love is in the air, love is in the air. Actually, I just might do that one. I think I'm gonna do the love is in the air thing. So I think you just clip it to the book, maybe like so. And it is that time of day. I still need to buy blinds for my den. So if you see the light shining through, it is pretty early in the morning. The sun is coming up. But you know what? That's when I have my most energy of the day and I wanted to paint. So pick 8 colors you want to use and place 1 pigment refill into each of the 8 spaces. Okay. Pick my colors. Well, I definitely want to do some of the pastels. So I'm probably like this one screamed to me. Maybe I should say their names while I'm taking them out. Aqua Breeze screamed to me. So oh no. This is my worst nightmare when I have nails on. Okay. God, that sun. It's getting worse and worse as I progress. That's a bit better. Okay. I filled my tube with water. I got my tweezers, which is actually pretty funny. My tweezers are like just as small as this kit, so everything's miniature here today. Okay, for the life of me, I cannot get this thing off. So it's getting to the point where I'm probably just gonna have to poke a hole through it. But yeah, they got their stuff sealed pretty well. Ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. Well, I created a hole, so let's hope that will be enough to get it out. And I hope that the other ones are gonna be easier to get out. So, okay, a lot comes out. All right, let go. Let go. All right, that's a really pretty color. I'm happy with that. Let's see if this lid will screw back on now that I messed up the top. Oh, good, it does. All right, that's gonna be one color that I like. I also like this purple, so I don't know if it's a violet. Wait, does it say it on it? Before I'm like trying to watercolor paint. No. So that would be the only thing I wish they wrote on this, because I can see the Aqua Breeze. Mint Whisper. So then the next one would be Baby Blue. So then do we start from the... But I would think that would be Blush Petal. Maybe Peach Souffle. But that doesn't look like Caramel Cream. That does look like the Cotton Glow. And that looks like Porcelain Gray. So they are not in order of this. So I guess my only other critique would be to put the colors in the order that's on the box. So that way I know what color I'm getting. Because granted, like her regular colors, that is way easier to tell what is what. But with pastels, everything is so light that I'm kind of like, I don't... Because there's allegedly a lot of like Icy Lilac Mist and Lavender Fog and Violet Bloom. I'm assuming this one is Violet Bloom because it's the darkest. But other than that, I don't know which one is Lilac Mist. But wait, is maybe this one's the white one then? Maybe this one's Cotton Glow. Just a slight critique. For someone who doesn't know their colors super well, it would be nice to have something either written on the bottle or just in the order of the box. Because maybe I was like, I am in love with this color. I have an idea, I really want to use it. And now I'm like, I don't know what color that is. So we'll have our purple right here. And now at this point, it's just basically picking random colors. So that's pretty. I think that one was Blush Petal. I think this one is Icy Lilac Mist. If not, it is now. You know what? I just realized the caps do have that little pokey bit on the top that I could just flip it and poke it instead of poking it with my tweezers. So maybe you're not supposed to take off the little metal pieces. You're supposed to just poke them with their tops. So let's try that out. This one should be white. Hello? Nothing's coming out. So no, the tweezers is the better option. Yeah. So despite them having the cap lid to poke through, you're gonna need some sort of sharp object to actually poke through it. I almost feel that we should also test out some of the regular ones. I always gravitate towards some blues. I just like the blues. I'm feeling like a blue day despite me wearing a lot of pink and white. Woo, that one came out really willingly. Okay, so then that one should be Glacier Blue. Yeah, these would be a lot easier to find. Actually, like all of them look like their color, but again, they're not in order of where they are in the box. In my brain, it just makes sense that, you know, from left to right. Or am I doing it no, even having it the other way doesn't matter. Unless it's the other way? Why isn't it? No, because then the purple would be. I'm like trying to figure out how it's like user error, right? I'm always trying to see how it's my fault, not the brand, not anyone else. Like maybe I'm just too dumb to understand things. This is a Valentine's Day one. I do need more pinks in here. Ooh, that is a deep pink. Very beautiful colors. Definitely none of them have been dry, which is nice. You know, sometimes you like get paints, even if you just buy it fresh from a store and they're just like cakey and hard to get out. And I think I'm like, oh, did I buy a really bad brand? All right, one more color. I am curious about this gray one, just to see how well it would show up. Although I don't know if this one's gray or that one's gray. Maybe I'm colorblind. Let me know, you guys, down below in the comments if you can see these colors just fine and right now you're just thinking I'm a wackadoodle. We have our colors. You can see all the scrap of the plastic I was trying to get off. We have our pen. We have our wrist strap. Slide the armband onto your wrist. Use it to gently wipe your brush before switching colors. Oh. Use the left space on the palette to mix, activate, and water down colors. Do not apply water directly in the 8 color space to avoid losing the creamy texture. Got it. Simply close the palette by folding it back. The magnet will hold it securely shut. Keep your paints protected and preventing any mess from storing or trap. Oh, so I don't clean this out? wait, maintenance and cleaning. That was what I was curious about. After painting, wipe the palette clean with a damp tissue or cloth. Let it dry if possible, but it's fine to store it closed even if the paint is damp. After you squeeze any leftover color, rinse the tip under clean water. You can also gently press it against a tissue. Paper booklet, let the pages dry completely before closing the booklet to avoid mold forming. Once dry, store it flat to avoid curling paint. Store the paints in a cool, dry place with their cap. I guess you just keep using these colors until they're done, because that actually is the only part of this. They talked about this part, they talked about this part, they talked about this part, and they talked about the other paints, but they did not talk about this part for cleaning it. So I feel like that'd be really difficult to get the paint out, but maybe you're just not supposed to worry about that. They do have this nice download your ebook to learn watercolor. Inside this QR code, you'll find a full guide on how to learn and practice outdoors watercoloring, which is very nice. So I am gonna hold on to this because this would be so cute. We have a lot of really nice parks where I live that I could just take this with me, go to a park, sit down and just start like painting. It definitely entices me. There we go, nice and close. So this is the part where I always got stuck whenever I painted with these types of brushes. So I'm assuming then I know we squeeze to get it out. Yep, okay, there we go. We're just gonna go with the color. So this one, oh, that's why it was on the left wrist, because if you paint with your right, you can't. Give me 1 second. Switching wrists. Okay, this is making more sense. So what did I just pick up? Did I pick up gray or blue? I think I wanted blue. I've already forgotten. And then I guess you just like mix it here. Is that too much water? Do I need more paint? Can you see why I would get confused? Is this too much paint now? Is this too much water? I don't know. Let's just try it out. And that's the other thing why I got into watercolors, is because like you have to just let the water go and do what it wants to do. You cannot be overly precise or picky, and if you are, you're more likely not going to get the result that you want. And I am one to be very anal about things. I'm very logical, methodical. It is hard for me to be creative because I'm like, oh, it has to look this way, or we have to do it this way, when really you don't. And that's why I took up painting, to force myself to just slow down and be like, you know what? If mistakes happen, mistakes happen. It really doesn't matter. We're just gonna try a few colors. We're gonna see if we can get some darker, some lighter, since I sprayed paint over onto the side now. All right, we got one dark balloon, one light balloon, so then we're supposed to just wipe it? Do I need to put water through it? Oh, maybe. This is the part that always confused me, because I would mix colors then, because the paintbrush would never get clean enough. So I don't really know. Okay, I'm gonna go for this green one next, because it is so pretty. So then we add just a touch of water. Touch of water. I don't know if I even need, like if I have to mix it onto here, or if that's just when I want to mix paints. I'll eventually watch the tutorial. Right now it's just messing around, seeing what works, what doesn't work. right, you guys, this is that finished product. I think this is so much fun. I'm really enjoying it, and I still have, it's kind of hard to tell when I have it like down. So wait, here we go. I forget sometimes I have this second camera. So I did have this filled all the way to the top. You can see how much I used just on one painting, but I mean, it already doesn't hold a lot of water, but it's still, to complete one painting, that's pretty good. You carry a water bottle with you, you refill it. There should be bathroom, sink, stuff like that. Refill it. Yeah, I definitely have now learned you need even less paint than what I put into here, unless I am planning on like multiple pictures having these colors. I put way too much into it, and I didn't even realize like how little you really need. So then just cleaning it up, oh my gosh, look at that. Well, mine is the side that I turned blue now. Yeah, easy peasy. And then I just let this dry, which shouldn't take too long. I do live in a desert, so that's the other issue I've always had with watercolors, that they dry just way too quick. My brushes dry too quick, the paint dried, everything dried too quick. But in this, because you have the water constantly there that you can add, I feel like that made it easier, and it was a lot of fun. Now I didn't try like mixing different colors. I don't, if you noticed that, I didn't do like how you see sometimes where people put like one color and then they dip into the next one and do another color. I still need to practice with that, because that is the thing where I usually would then dye my tip way too many colors. And with cleaning it off, it looks still pretty good. It doesn't look like it bled too much. I have all my fun colors onto the trying to hide my face so it will focus on the wrist, but you can see the colors shining through. But this was nice. I feel relaxed. I had a lot of fun. This is more up my alley with like the type of arts and crafts that I really enjoy. And then you just close them just like that, and it won't, no, it doesn't affect anything. Oh, what the heck? That is just too cute. And then you can just close it now. It's like the slides, but what I just did. Now, was there any bleeding? You see nothing on this page. Nothing was bled through. So then the next page is completely fine. Which, that is so nice. So then, because it didn't bleed through, I guess I could be artistic and just try my own thing. But that is really pretty. I did use, you know, the regular pink, which I already think their regular pink looked almost pastel too. It matched pretty well with everything else. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I can definitely see myself just sitting down maybe just once a day, because it's not too big of a cleanup. This is it. This is literally it. That's wonderful. So let me know, you guys, down below in the comments, if you have tried this brand. What have you tried from them? I saw that they also have embroidery and paint by numbers, so I am pretty curious on that as well. I might test out those things. It was great. Like really my only complaints about the company is just that the colors don't match the line. That may just be like my own little like nitpicky thing, right? We all have our little things, and when I'm like, the colors aren't in order, how do I know what colors it is? Like, it's not the end of the world. The colors are there. I just have to get used to, as I'm using them, like what colors is what. That's completely fine. Everything else worked perfectly. I'm definitely gonna try this out. I'm gonna get one for grandma. I'm gonna have her try it out. And I think my love would also enjoy this. It's cute. It's gonna give hours of fun. I'm happy. So thanks so much, you guys, for hanging out with me today. Go and enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope something good happens to you. Bye.